know why you got caught though? The only reason why you got caught, he was fucking going for gold up there.
Well, he did throw the jab first. What he did was, he went.
Jump side goal.
I looked at the fight back and acknowledged that I've got to take my time and work my way into the pro ranks. I was too much still in the amateurs, too much bouncing around, burning up too much energy, and took a lot out of me. I didn't expect it. I mean, before the fight, I was buzzing in the changing room now. Was probably slightly overdone it myself because I was that anxious and excited to get in the ring. But I learned a lot from it. 2 weeks after, I went straight back out in Italy and got a second round knockout. And I was more slowed down, more paced, and learned a lot from the debut.
I wouldn't say he run out of steam, but the last couple of rounds he was banging on a bit, but it was nervous energy, and it can happen to anyone. You know, he's had a lot of fights in the amateurs, but as I've said, the pros is different. We reviewed the fight when we got home, and for me, he only lost one round, which was the fourth. So he was very, very unlucky, but I know he's spoken to you previous, and better men than him have lost the first one, and look what they've done.
I actually didn't know as many pros, world champions that lost their first fights, such as Johnny Nelson and Bernard Hopkins, Marquez. I know a few others, a few of the Philippines world champions. But I mean, it's not how you get beat; it's how you get back up and keep moving forward. So that's just got to keep moving forward, really. Fought in Dublin, fought Kevin McCauley, tough journeyman, went a distance, and then I boxed in Lanzarote. Went out to Tenerife with Rick for a week training camp, more or less a week wind down, and with the heat and that's easier to sweat it out and stuff. And then I flew over to Lanzarote and it went really well. Got a first round knockout. It was sort of people keep asking me this, how did I knock him out? Because if you watch the video itself, it doesn't really look like I connect with the punch, but because it was that short. But it was the lead up to it. I talked to the fella after. I couldn't really speak much English, but made out what he was saying. He said that the body shot and then the head shot were the one that led up to it. And then as he's come forward, he's tried to throw a punch and I've just caught him right in the chin, and that's how it ended. Well, as you're saying, a lot of fighters stay in their backyard, which they like to do. I mean, if you take yourself out of the comfort zone, then you're ready for European titles and international world titles. I did a lot of travelling in the amateurs as well, so it's adapting to the pros now, and travelling's just more or less the same, really. You can learn a lot from it, and sometimes with the time differences and that, it's a bit awkward, but it is good, and it'll benefit me in the future. Sean Cray, that's my cousin.
Oh, right.
He's from Dublin,
right.
And he actually he had 2 amateurs, and then he got picked for an international Ireland against USA. So I was buzzing from just after, I don't know many amateurs that have done it. After two amateurs getting that international, but he's worked really hard, lost a lot of weight and that, and got his head right into it. And just to say, I'm proud of him. I've got my auntie up here now with me, and the gym's buzzing. It helps a lot. We go running together, and we're living together and that, so it helps a lot when someone's around and that, because boxing is a lonely sport, and you've got to get through it. If you want it, then you've got to get through it if you want it. And with Anthony by my side, it makes it that much easier. Well, we've always been a close family, so I wouldn't say it draws us closer together. I mean, we've always been close. I mean, our families, my dad, I'd probably treat him like a brother. Do you know what I mean? We've got that bond. That's the sort of family we've got, and we've always been close. We wouldn't say we've made the bond stronger, because like Paul lives in Essex, trains in London, TKO, but I still got the same bond with him. My brother James, still the same bond with him. He does a bit of training now and that up in Essex, so we're a really close family. Like, but it does help that extra bit. Some days you are down and that, or some days Anthony's down and that. He misses his kid and stuff, and I'm there to pick him up. So.
What are you telling when to double up, mate? What are you telling when to double up?
It was my dad. I started playing football actually, and I wasn't that good because of my size. I used to be tiny when I was a kid, but my dad said to us one day, because we all used to fight. It was 5 of us beating each other up. My dad said, "Do you want to go down to a boxing gym?" As kids, we didn't know really what boxing was. I think it was like 5 or something. Went down and really liked it. Took a shine to it and just stayed at it. Loved it, and I thank my dad for doing it, because if obviously if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be where we are today.
What is it with you and Burnett have to do everything in a fucking mirror?
Well, both of them, it's the determination, and they just want to be the best. So that is the best attribute on both. Boxing, Sonny uses his height very well. He's got a good jab, and he doesn't. Sometimes you get a tall boxer and he'll stoop down to their level, but he stays tall, and it's hard to land on him.
Yeah, I've got a fight lined up in Minsk, I think, Russia, the 29th, I think, on a Zana undercard. He's fighting for the European title. Also, Anthony's on that bill. Anthony fights in London on the 19th of July, and he's on that bill as well. So next month. And for instance, what you were saying about bonds, like we're fighting together now on this Russia bill. So we just push each other along. I mean, like, not saying we're trying to outdo each other, but I'll work hard, and that brings Anthony's spirit up, makes him work hard. And he'll work hard, and I want to work harder. He'll want to work harder than me, so it makes it good. Yeah, I want to add something. Sorry, I lost my Twitter account. I didn't lose it. I forgot the password and the email address. Too many punches to the head. But I've got a new one, Sonny Upton Clan. So if people just follow that and support me on that, I'd be grateful. Thank you very much.
My name's Anthony Upton, 22. I'm 3-0, 1 KO, and I'm from Notting Hill, London.